Hi guys, how are you? See, I like to make you think. Just got done watching David the Watchman. I like David because he sees things differently, which I believe I do myself. I'm not trying to put myself in David's category by any means, but I see things differently. And of his last premiere video, he was talking about the rapture. And I've been kind of working on something similar in the sense of the language for those with ears to hear, with eyes to see, etc. One of the things we miss is, let's go back to like the days of Noah, all right? Like the days of Noah, that's kind of how the rapture is going to be. And that is, the rapture comes, okay? So again, we think we know our Bible, and yet we don't hear. I got something fuzzy going on up there. Anyway, we all know the story. All the animals went into the ark 2 by 2, correct? Why would you disagree with that? And yet in every version of the Bible, every single version, Amplified, KJV, etc., Catholic Bible, of every clean animal, this is in Genesis 7, you will take with you 7 pair of male and female. Of every clean animal, 7 pair. So in other words, if we have a cow, okay, the cow and the bull, male and female, not just 2. So now there's 14. Why 14? Strange. 1 plus 4 equals 5. 5 is the number of grace. Strange, right? Strange. Also of the birds of the air, 7 pair, male and female, that would be 14. Not 2 by 2. I mean, they're going in 2 by 2, but there's 7 pairs, a total of 14. Strange, right? And yet of the unclean, which is what most people hear, 1 of each, male and female. 2. Strange. But we're told it's every animal went in 2 by 2. We assume that it's male and female. But that's only for the unclean. Strange, right? Strange. Weird. I always say we don't understand the language. And David the Watchman just did a video last night. I just got done watching it. Very good. He sees things differently. Again, I'm not putting myself in his category, but he has eyes to see and an ear to hear. And like me, he also talks about the heart, very much so. The heart is what decides everything, truly. Now let's just take like a thief in the night. And when the rains came. Okay, well, when the rains came with Noah, like the days of Noah, when the doors closed, when the rains came, rains is listed as plural. And yet we say rain, but it rained for days, or it rained over 7 days, etc. We don't say rains. I think that's a play on words myself. Thy kingdom come. God put his kingdom in an ark. Literally, his kingdom on earth, he put it in the ark. No one sees that. So when the rains came, rains is the will of the king. So when he reigns, he's distributing his will. Do you understand? For those with ears to hear, eyes to see, you really got to use this heart. 2 by 2, and yet it was 7 pairs. We forget that. Jesus says, behold, I come quickly. We hear the subject of like a thief in the night as well. So the rapture, in those verses, it tells us to be looking up. Okay. I just want you to hear me out on this, please. When the storm comes, that would be the rapture. That is the reigns. God reigning. His will be done. Not actual reign. God will come like a thief in the night. No one ties that to Jesus' resurrection. Okay? Like a thief in the night, the resurrection. Because, you see, they assumed that Jesus, Yeshua's body, was taken by a thief in the night. Strange, right? Anyone ever put that together? Like a thief in the night. That's what they said. Jesus' body was stolen by a thief in the night, and yet they had guards there. And the verses that pertain to the rapture, talks about looking up. I don't think this is what it means, not to be looking up. I don't think that means to be looking up and watching. What I think that means is being in prayer. Why do I say that? Most people bow their head in prayer. I lift my head up in prayer. Do I do it all the time? A majority of it, yes. When I'm praying, I'm looking up. I have my head up and I'm praying. Just like there's a play on words in most things, like, and then the rains came. Is that a play on words? Might it be a parable? I don't know. But there was only 2 of each animal in the ark. And yet, the clean animals, there was 7 pair of male and female. Why do we miss that? Why is that important? Why is that important? Let's just think out loud for a second. Maybe those of us who have partners who are maybe not on the same level of maturity in their faith, maybe their partner goes with them, male and female, clean, male and female, maybe. Like in the days of Noah, right? Like in the days of Noah. Maybe that faithful person is allotted not just male and female, but a total of 7 pairs. 7 pairs. Maybe your faith brings more with you. Maybe. I'm just thinking out loud. But like the days of Noah, and coming like a thief in the night, do I think the rapture happens during the day? No, I don't. I believe it comes at night for most. Like in the days of Noah when the rain comes. God's reign, his will be done. Maybe. Be looking up. See, for me, I look up in prayer. I look up in prayer. So am I to be in prayer, or am I to be actually watching? Maybe that's a metaphor. Be looking up, praising God in prayer. Or are we to be watching and letting our ears and eyes deceive us from what we don't know because we're not listening to our heart? Anyway, like I said, David the Watchman, I like the channel. And again, I'm sure he wouldn't agree 100% with what I say. I truly agree with most of the things that I hear from him, truly. But you see, everyone has a little piece of the puzzle. I don't believe anyone's going to have all the answers. But you have to be willing to see and hear. I mean, that means you're a participant. Do you understand? For those with eyes to see and ears to hear, does no one see that correlation? Everyone has 2 ears and 2 eyes. The main thing is willing to see. Not what we want to see. Just like the story of Noah. Oh, 2 animals side by side. And yet everyone misses the part of the 7 pairs. 7 pairs of fowl. 7 pairs of clean animals. And only 2 of the unclean animals. Just 2, male and female. But of the fowl, 7 pairs of 2. That's 14 total. Of the clean animals, 7 pairs of 2, male and female. It's 14. Because maybe it does come down to the details, and that you have to be an active participant. You have to be seeking. You just can't be on the sidelines. You have to participate. Are you seeing? Are you willing to see? Have you been blessed to see and hear? And are you willing to be humble enough to ask for the grace and mercy to see and hear, and not just take what you're being fed? Food for thought. Blessings.